3, 2, 1.
Lift off.
3, 2, 1. Starting now.
Gun start. And we're rocking and rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Taylor Neely Show. You know who I am. It's good to be here. Thank you for being here once again. As always, guys, very special guest in the building. Guys, it's the one, the only, Casey Rocket.
Hi. Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Sorry about all the children outside.
It's okay. There was a stampede.
What?
So tragic for the apartment. Can I sing you the song? I was singing in my car on the way here.
Have you? Yeah, you had a chance to practice it at least a few times?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I don't like when someone comes in here with an unpracticed.
No, it's ready. I've been singing it since yesterday.
Okay, good.
So I was downplaying how much I've been singing it. But
Okay, good.
It goes a little something like this. I want to be pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be pregnant. Want to be pregnant. Want to be pregnant.
It sounds like, who's that guy that used to wear the big suits?
David Byrne.
It sounds like a David Byrne
does
song.
I want to be pregnant. So cool. I got some groceries, some peanut butter. That's how David Byrne sounds.
I haven't listened to it. He's the Cars, right?
Talking Heads.
Good.
3, 2, 1. Starting now.
Now we're warmed up.
No,
That's
he's
good.
Talking Heads.
I was thinking about, there's a ghost in here. That's good. There's a ghost.
If the mics weren't able to pick that up, that was what we call an EVP in the industry. It's
Are you, do you believe in ghosts?
electronic voice phenomenon. Yeah, I do in some capacity. My theories change on it all the time.
Would you want to be a ghost? Would you want unsolved business? Do you think you could handle unsolved business, or maybe you're cursed to the earth forever?
To be, so I'm cursed to the earth, but I can't handle the unsolved business. So I'm kind of just invisible and depressed.
You're an overwhelmed ghost.
I don't want to be scary anymore. I don't want to scare anybody anymore.
I can't do it, Dad.
I can't do it. I can't solve it. It's too hard.
I can't be like you. His dad's also a ghost.
I knew you couldn't cut it. Yeah, I don't think I would like that because I think ghosts generally seem kind of confused. Like they don't understand they are ghosts. And
Yeah.
they kind of blip in and out. Like they'll be there and then they'll be like, "Can you see me?"
Yeah.
And then they're gone and they're like, "Where?"
Yeah, and they don't have good manners.
No, they're so well. They like sometimes I feel like they can move things and sometimes they can't. So
Yeah.
they'll break a glass and they'll be like, "Did I just-"
Yeah. And then other times they just nudge something. Like, what's going on with me today?
Yeah, well, it's funny. Like I used to try to do a bit about like it's so weird to be a ghost. Like you live your whole life, you get murdered, you get ran over by a train, you die in a fire, you become a ghost, and then all you can do is just shut a door.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like what are they doing? Like why can they only shut doors?
Do you think maybe there's like a ghost gym you could go to? Work out
Get
your
stronger?
your ghost muscles.
But I feel like ghost time is different, so it would take 1,000 years to even move a mug.
Yeah, ghosts are kind of like around forever until they solve their unsolved business.
Yeah, until they do what they were
Unsolved? Well, it's not
brought up to do.
unsolved business. It's unfinished business. A ghost with unsolved business. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know what the business is.
So first he has to solve a mystery. Second, he has to do the mystery, or he has to do the business that's part of the mystery.
Yeah. Well, I think Nietzsche said there's two parts of being a ghost:
Yeah.
unsolved business and unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
So
Someone once made me feel really bad for reading Nietzsche during the summertime.
it's a winter book.
I was in college and I was trying to be smart. Like I'll check out a book and be like, I'm going to be smart for a while.
Sure, I'm making some changes.
Yeah. And so someone told me about The Stranger by that's Albert Camus.
Hard to say.
Someone gave me a hard time about reading Camus.
Why?
I don't know, because it was summer's like, oh, good summertime reading. Like, I'm trying to get smarter, and you're making me feel like a dick for
Yeah.
wanting to get smarter.
You're wasting your time at the pool. I'm trying to freaking get some sun on my brain.
I was trying to. What about someone that reads on the treadmill? That's crazy.
That is brutal, especially if they were holding it,
and
even though they could set it down.
You gotta have a lot of like stability. Do you think our eyes in the future will like have self-stabilization?
Like self-focus.
Yeah, like camera technology in our eyes. I that's what I am excited about being around right now is all the advances in eye technology and body
Yeah.
technology.
I would love to like have my eyes like
To focus. Yeah.
But then there's like there's no protective flaps on the sides, so you get all kinds of dust in your eyes,
and a breeze just dries them out.
Oh fuck!
And if they're real red, you got to do like Visine all over them.
Wash the ocular cavity.
You just want to be Inspector Gadget.
I want to be Gadget.
Yeah, go Gadget. Long eyes. But you can also do like the cartoon eyes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Tongue rolls on the floor, turns into hearts. That's fun.
Yeah, I would love to just kind of show it on my face more than I'm horny, like whether or not my mouth is drooling.
Right? Can you help it or you can't help it? Do cartoon rules apply or not?
Like it just happens against my will. In a perfect world, I can help it, but I don't know. I guess I don't know if the girl I would want her to know just how incredibly horny I am.
I went to, do you know what Cedar Point is?
No.
It's an amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio.
Okay.
I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and I've been to Cedar Point
Yeah.
so many times.
It's like Six Flags.
But way better.
Nice.
Because I worked at the Six Flags over Georgia in the Cowboy Comedy Wild West show. You've probably been to that Six Flags.
Oh, yeah, many times. Yeah.
Did you ever see Shenanigans? Comedy Wild West show? They took away the guns because there was mass shootings.
So then it was shenanigan swords?
No, they just had like finger guns.
Oh, wow. Well, that is inherently a little bit funnier.
Yeah.
More vaudevillian.
But at Cedar Point, it's America's roller coaster. It's like the best amusement park, and they voted many years over. But
wow.
I remember constantly falling in and out of love with girls in line. Like the prettiest girls in the world are in line at Cedar Point.
Yeah, and you're dressed as a fucking cowboy.
Yeah. No. That was at Six Flags.
Oh, okay. Wait.
At Cedar Point, I was a child.
Oh, so you're just hanging out.
There's two different...
I remember one time I was in line. I was super, super young, and I was at a water park, and I lost my mom. And somehow I lost my mom, and I was in line, and I remember like grabbing this woman's hand, and she like screamed, and I looked up, and it wasn't my mom, and I was like, "Where's Jenny?"
Yeah, is
That's
that your
my
mom's name?
Yeah.
Shout out Jenny.
Shout out Jenny. Hope everything's going well.
Everyone says that sound effect sounds more like a balloon.
Do it again. Mom, I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I'm
Jenny
so
and all your
worried.
endeavors.
You said you got a haircut.
I did.
Has your audience seen your hair since then?
No.
They're probably flipping their lids right now.
Guys, I have no hair. I did it last year though, so they saw it. Well, the one guy that would have seen it would be Noob Assassin, who's my constant listener.
Noob Assassin.
He's always commenting. He's a vet. He's a
vet.
Actually, he's a vet. He's
a riff vet.
Yeah. He hasn't commented lately, so either he's dead or lost interest.
Noob Assassin got stuck in the Israeli conflict. He got struck down on the Gaza Strip.
Yeah, but I got a haircut.
Sorry, baby.
That's good. Also, the talk show.
Welcome haircut.
Yeah. Did you say you got a bad haircut?
Yeah, so I only go to Great Clips.
Yeah.
And I went to Great Clips. I was having a hard time after New Year's, and I was like, I have to make some changes. And so it starts cosmetically. You're like, what? Surely if I fix my outside, my inside will surely be solved.
That's what they say.
Which has always helped in the past. And so I go to Great Clips, and there's like it's just one lady in there. And again, I've only ever gotten my hair cut at Great Clips ever since I was a little kid. And normally I just say, take an inch off. They can't botch it too bad. No. I just say, take an inch off everywhere. Yeah. And I say, okay, sweetheart. I don't call her sweetheart. That'd be fucking crazy. But hey, sweetheart, take an inch off. And she's like, can't believe she has to cut hair today.
A whole inch?
Yeah, it was a lot longer.
But she couldn't handle an inch?
She couldn't handle an inch. Trust me. This sounded like I was asking her to refinance my house.
Can't handle an inch, can't handle a mile.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Walk a mile in my shoes.
walk an inch in my shoes.
That's the cost of doing business. But who gets the family Bible? But she sits me down and she starts just raking my head. And I don't brush. I condition. I do curl shampoo. I even do dandruff shampoo.
Yeah.
but on a brush.
Yeah.
And she is absolutely like comically like, like fast and hard.
Yeah.
And I let it go on for 30 seconds because I'm a pipsqueak.
Yeah.
And I don't speak up and I don't defend myself. Of course. And eventually I go, stop. Yeah. I would stop. And she was like, she's not skipping a beat. She goes, you do it then.
No way.
Yeah. And so I'm not kidding. I sat there and I sadly brushed my hair in the mirror, like really, really softly. And she just stood there with her arms crossed. She's like, done yet?
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, I guess.
You could probably get some money from Sports Clips.
I could sue her.
You should sue the heck out of Sports Clip.
I would sue for everything.
But you're loyal to Sports Clip.
I'm loyal to a Great Clip.
Oh, Great Clip.
I'm liable to Great
What's
Clip.
Sports Clip then?
It's similar, but I think you get sports magazines.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Wait,
I
did
think
you go to
it's a Great
Sport? Did you
Clip.
go to Sport or Great?
Great. I've never even been to Sport.
What are you upset? I mean, hold on. Did you? What would you? Okay, if you came up with a barbershop, what would you call it? Okay, but you're the CEO.
Little Tyler's.
Okay, yeah, good. Little Tyler's.
Little Tyler's.
Yeah. Is it like a franchise or is it just one location?
It's a franchise
For sure.
and every city has to elect a Little Tyler.
Yeah.
Like sort of like a new pope. So instead of there being like a puff of white smoke out of a chimney, like be like, oh, the Pope is ready. You'll find a bunch of trash on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and then you have a new Little Tyler.
You'll know Little Tyler.
Is Little Tyler? What are is Little Tyler like? Do you have to? Is it a child or just like a small man?
A small man,
not a dwarf, but like a man who's shrunk down. Like you know how dwarfs have
like who was shrunk for science.
Yeah. So, and he's like, because you know how like a dwarf has their proportion, they got like big, weird, they kind of look jacked.
Sure.
You know how dwarves all kind of look
yeah,
jacked?
well, it looks like they were kind of like mushed. So their bones are denser.
But they always look muscular.
They're very extremely muscular. I don't know if it's because dwarf
think
bodies are harder to carry. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well, their gravitational experience is different than ours.
Sure. Well, it's like how fat people are really strong because they're carrying around fat all
And
the time.
their legs are huge.
And they can easily pick you up just because they're used to picking their bodies up, even out of bed.
Yeah.
Because it's so much weight.
I do. Do you like being picked up?
I hate being picked up. People always try to pick me up at my shows, and I say,
Really?
sorry. I say, sorry, I don't do that anymore.
Like after?
Yeah.
I used to do it. Got out of hand.
Yeah, well, last time I let somebody pick me up was at Creek and Cave, and this dude was shit-faced, and he started crying, talking to me. He was like, I can't believe it's you. And his friends were like, holy shit, he's crying. Like, they were like embarrassed for him. They're like, oh God, John's crying.
Yeah.
And he was like, can I pick you up? Yeah. And I was like, that was his first question was, can I pick you up?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And so he picks me up like a baby, drops me.
Oh.
And drops me, and everyone at Creek just freaks out. Like, all the bartenders and everyone runs up, like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you're tough.
I'll be fine. I'm tough as nails.
You're very tough.
I used to work on a farm. I can handle it.
I used to work on the farm as the guy they punched.
Yeah. I was a horse kicker. Yeah.
The
I
guy
kicked them. They kicked me.
We all kicked each other.
Well, when
It
they're
was a farm for horse kicks. It was the horse kicking farm.
and they would sort of harness that energy. It was basically like a windmill. So
I think we need a society run on horse kicks.
it's basically free electricity.
I used to say I think society should run on the rats from New York City, but I'm kind of turning a new leaf. Horse kick society.
Horse kicks. It's like running on a treadmill that powers a little generator, but it's just horse kicks.
And my Nissan Leaf.
And my Nissan Leaf. I want a society based on my Nissan Leaf.
I want a leaf-based society. You know, every fall people fall out of trees. I like that.
Leaf-based economy.
And that's fine. That's just leaves.
Wow. So you're saying every fall people... So you're saying throughout the year, maybe they have 1 month where they're walking around, but then it's back up because you have to start budding.
Oh, yeah. So it is a society based on leaves. So
you have to start budding. Sorry, I'm about to start budding next week.
Just like this and slowly come out.
Ah!
Yeah. Waking up. I have a hair in my mouth. Should I leave it in?
Just leave it for now.
I like the buzz from a hair in the mouth.
Tasty hair.
Nicotine hair.
Little Christmas hair. That's all I asked Santa for.
One little hair.
I forgot how to write, I think from October to December, and then I remembered just for an hour, and I wrote to Santa, I said, give me some hair, baby.
Oh, you forgot how to, like, a comedy? You forgot to write jokes and stuff? Like writer's block?
Just,
you lost the muscle memory.
I lost the muscle memory.
No one talks about, like, your brain has memory.
You can lose it.
But your
Believe me that.
your muscle has memory, so that implies your muscles have brains.
That is a shocking revelation.
I haven't thought about that until now.
I haven't thought about that in years. That is fucked up and scary. Well, yeah, your muscles do have brain. I guess it's just the one brain you have.
Is it like boo scary or like it slowly
like
sets
cosmically scary?
You know how there's different kind of scaries.
Yeah, like surprise,
Like,
scary,
yeah.
and then also like holy shit, my days are numbered.
And like sometimes it has to set in how scary it is.
Yeah, to think that your muscles, even this little pinky, is connected to some big fat ass brain.
Yeah. And also there's a brain in your stomach now. Everyone's saying
Fat brain.
yeah. So that means fat people should be smarter if they have bigger stomachs.
They should be brilliant, and they're getting more nutrients than any of us.
They're hogging the nutrients.
They're hawking the amino acids.
Amino acids. There's lactic acids.
Lactic acid, Shreveport,
Louisiana acid. You gotta go to a guy for that acid. That acid will mess you up.
He actually moved to Baton Rouge.
I haven't been to Louisiana much.
I haven't spent much time there, but I just watched when the levees broke, the Spike Lee documentary about Katrina, and I have a newfound appreciation for the city.
I would too after watching a movie like that.
Yeah, it was several hours long.
What's like your
What's my Louisiana?
Yeah, what's Louisiana to you these days? Everyone kind of forgot about Katrina.
How quick we are. How quick we are to forget
Everyone's
what
saying
Bush
the
did.
Los Angeles fires are the new Katrina.
Yeah, they're calling it the Katrina of Q1, so, which implies there's going to be another one in Q2. So I am not feeling good about this. What is my Katrina? Great question. Probably a good book.
Yeah. My Katrina was when my car got shot on the highway in Atlanta.
Somebody sprayed an Uzi over my car in Austin.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you in the car?
Yeah, I was driving down 7th Street, like if you keep going past Creek and Cave, and this car full of teenagers was driving like over the center median, like really slowly.
Damn.
So I slowed down too for some reason, and the dude, I don't know.
Like father, like son.
How's it going? Yeah. And so we're going opposite directions, and then they stopped, and I just see a hand coming, and he sprayed an Uzi over my car.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I heard the shell casing falling.
That's I had a excuse me, I'm being strong for a second.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. Like to practice my, because I have a joke about it. But I was driving down like home from an open mic in Atlanta, and I was in the fast lane and a Dodge Charger drove by me on the right side, and then it sounded like its exhaust was backfiring, but then a bullet went through my front windshield and blew out the rear window.
Holy shit.
And where it hit, if there was a passenger in my car, that would have been hit in the face.
Whoa, with the bullet?
Yeah.
Dude. Did you call the cops?
Yeah.
I called the cops and I felt bad. I was like, I shouldn't feel bad about somebody shooting in my car.
It's weird when you feel bad when you
I'm not a snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are you telling them, the bullets?
Yeah. Well, I was like, you got to draw a line somewhere, right? Like, you can't be spraying Uzis.
Kids,
Yeah.
stay in school.
Yeah, it's not like I caught him smoking a blunt and called the police. And they sprayed an Uzi at me.
You caught them smoking your car. Or trying to.
Why do you think that happened?
So, well, my grandma, so see if you can think about it this way. So when that happened to me in Atlanta, my grandma asked, do you think you said something that upset someone at the comedy show? At the open mic in Buffonte Lounge, outside Atlanta, actually.
Yeah. We got to get this motherfucker. He's done for.
Yeah.
They're trying to put you in an early grave. So you think it was an unrelated crime?
I think it seemed like a red car was chasing this Dodge Charger.
Oh.
But then when I asked the detective, when I talked to the police, they asked if they said this was like the 13th time this had happened this year.
Whoa.
And some people thought it was gang initiation in Atlanta, where they would just shoot people on the highway. And I'm kind of honored I was part of the, considered for the part of the initiation.
You're basically there for their high school graduation.
Yeah. Gang initiation, high school graduation. It rhymes. So.
You're just sitting there just smiling up.
So proud of you kids.
Wow. Look at him go.
And welcome back. We're sitting here with a spooky guy.
A spooky guy, not quite corporeal, not quite tangible to the touch, but in many ways bone-chilling. Give it up for Mr. Tyler.
Some might say if you stare him in the eyes too long, his eyes switch with your eyes. Now you have Tyler's eyes. And that's not good for what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Well, that's the cost of doing business.
Yeah, walk an inch in my shoes. Don't even try a mile.
Walk an inch for my...
Watch an inch in my shoes.
Watch an inch on my shoes, shame on you. Watch an inch on my car, shame on me.
This fall on Fox TV, inch. No, on Shoe TV. This fall on Shoe TV, roll it back. This inch on Fox TV, shoes.
New to CBS, shoe inch. I can't believe can you believe some of this stuff the government's up to?
Right now, they got a whole new faculty in there now.
Can you believe some of this stuff that government is up to?
They got their grubby little paws and everything.
Get your fingers out of my constitutional pie.
I know. I'm trying. It's not even that good of a pie.
It's not even that good of a pie. And if I had a choice, I would declare that I'm sovereign from the pie.
Yeah. Can you be a sovereign guy?
Sovereign guy.
Like your own country?
That's a good question. Just declare sovereignty.
Casey Land.
I don't really know quite
Caseyville?
what that entails. I think you would have to deny your citizenship.
I know what you have to do.
What? Make it count?
You gotta go outside, stand in some grass, and get like a shovel or something and cut a hole around you. And then you can declare that as like your sovereign nation.
You go, sorry, this is actually where my country lives now.
Sorry, don't cross this border. I can punch you.
If caught crossing the border to my country, which is called Tyler's house,
you get a kiss.
You get a kiss?
Yeah.
And you get a hug.
But the kiss kind of burns.
The kiss kind of burns because I have amino acids all over my tongue.
On my lips and tongue.
I use it as lip balm, and it makes me sleep 3 hours a day.
Here's a question I ask everyone on the pod, except for when I forget to. What's the worst injury you've ever had?
That's a great question. I got absolutely blackout drunk in Athens, Georgia one time, and I turned to my buddy and I said, watch this. And then I punched a brick wall and I shattered my hand in like 6 places. And he was like, watch what? I immediately fell down and I was like, ah! Yeah. And he was like, what were you showing me?
How strong you were.
I don't know if I thought maybe I could break the wall.
Yeah.
Like if I really, really tried, if I really wanted it to.
Maybe you thought there's candy inside the pinata.
Maybe I thought the house was cake.
Is it cake? Fuck, no, it's not cake.
Oh,
maybe my hand's cake.
Foiled again. That's what I say every time I get injured. I say foiled again.
Damn, we recently found out we have so much more in common. I broke my hand freshman year of college punching a wall in wrestling practice.
Yeah, I would have been about 21. So it was probably 2 years after you, but...
I did it... No, I was like 15.
Whoa.
And then at the time...
Damn, time flies.
Time flies when you're punching walls and getting hurt. Time flies when you're getting hurt.
Time flies when your hand hurts.
Walk an inch in my shoes. Be careful, though. My shoes are gophers. My shoes are life gophers.
Walk a gopher in my shoes. Careful, they're people.
These are people shoes. Oh fuck! Are those the new people gopher shoes?
Are those the people sixes? Yep, made out of gopher skin. They're still alive for now.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's crazy.
It was cake the whole time.
That's a bad end. Did you have to wear a cast?
Oh no. So I had to wear a cast, and when I was at the emergency room, they lidocaine my hand, and that hurt so much because it felt they were shooting lidocaine into my hand.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was gonna bust through the other side, and I was like, "Doc, I'm gonna bust." And then they reset it, but then at the time I was probably like 50, and you know how they reset your hand? They squeeze it really hard. Yeah, this doctor went to school for squeezing.
Squeezemans. I'm sorry, can I see? I hate to do this. Can I see your Squeezeman's degree?
It's on the wall right there. Oh.
Yeah, it's right behind me. Here, let me show you.
And you got that from DeVry?
Wow, you got that from ITT Tech?
That's an online school.
How do they even know how hard you could squeeze? They send you a kit.
And you squeeze the mold, and then you send it back.
Yeah. You squeeze some putty. Oh, okay. Apparently this guy's he might be valedictorian.
Yeah, the valedictorian. He give a speech to, I don't know, your fucking gopher shoes.
I guess.
So I broke it, and then they gave me, I'm sorry. This cord loves crawling up my leg. Down, cord.
Take it easy, Cord. You're better than this.
Yeah. And they gave me Vicodin, but at the time, let's take a flex break.
Nice Vicodin, tasty.
But they gave me Vicodin, and I'm so disappointed because I didn't really fall in love with painkillers until like in the past like 3 years.
Yeah.
So they gave me Vicodin, and I was like, oh, they made me feel bad. But now I'm really.
We got to take several of them. That's the thing. Is I have friends who like they'll break a knee. I have a lot of friends who break a knee, and they'll.
Oh wait, it sounds like you're the common denominator there.
Well, if all my boys have painkillers, I get more painkillers.
That's true.
But they'll be like, oh, they make me feel a little sick, and I'm like, you're not taking enough.
You gotta
triple your dose.
Yeah. It felt really good.
Because if you take 1 Loratab, you're gonna feel like shit. If you take 4, you're gonna feel like shit, but your skin's gonna itch and it feels kind of nice.
What is Loratab?
That's like hydrocodone. So it's like shittier Vicodin.
Delicious hydrocodone. Hydrocodone's been the conduit for many a relapse for me. Yep, hydrocodone. Shout out to hydrocodone.
Welcome home.
Welcome home, hydrocodone. Honey, I'm back.
Welcome home. You're drinking again.
This fall on CBS, hydrocodone comes home.
I have had. Well, that is hydrocodone's back.
With an attitude.
Purdue Pharma's back and better than ever.
Purdue Pharma presents
hydrocodone. That's so funny because I mean I've had that too. Like my buddy will be in the past like. I'm not drinking, and then my buddy will be like, hey, I have some like tramadol or something, which is the worst one. That's what they gave me when I broke my hand, because I came in there still wasted. Like the next morning, they were like, we're not giving you shit. Like they didn't give me any painkillers because I just was like looked like a little gargoyle. And
you didn't
like,
pull the please,
it hurts so fucking bad. Well, I was having DTs, so my hands
when you
were
did
shaking.
it?
No, in the morning.
Yeah.
So I broke it, kept partying all night, woke up, drove 4 hours back home to where I was going to college. And I go in there and my hands are trying to have a little bit of the old apple cider shakes.
Yeah.
A little bit of the old North Georgia flu. And she's like, your hand hurts that bad? And I was like, yeah, it's pretty bad. My hands are just fucking trembling.
Nothing a few pops won't fix.
Yeah. I was like, trust me, Papa's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I have an ice cold 6er of Bud Ice waiting in my mini fridge.
That's crazy. You know, Bud Ice is the go in Atlanta, at least, because I smoked crack with a lot of homeless guys in Atlanta.
They love Bud Ice down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exclusively Bud Ice.
Language of the gods and Mickey's.
Is it just, it's because it just has more alcohol?
It has more alcohol, and it actually has a really good flavor. I was in love with Bud Ice in college. I would drink a 12er, and then I would drink 2 24 ounces every day. So 16 Bud Ices a day.
God. Yeah, I only went through, how many times have you been through DTs?
Many times. Well, I went to detox for it 3 times.
Yeah.
So like full walking in there.
Yeah.
And then, that was 3 times. Could have been 4, but I think it was 3. And then, well, one time I fell down the stairs and I woke up with DTs and they were like, you need to stay. And I was like, I think I'm gonna head out. Yeah. 4 times technically, but yeah. So I used to have it a lot. Yeah. I mean, every time I would drink. And then sometimes I would wean myself off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that hard to do? Because I've thought about, you had Xanax though.
Had to do it with Xanax.
Because I feel like it's way harder to do with alcohol.
There's no way I could have done it.
Because then you're just like, well, I'm just going to get drunk now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, just the nature of the disease. Like you would have to have, it would have to be in like a secluded farmhouse where I had somebody giving me a shot every 3 hours or something. And there's no way.
And it's probably the horse kick farmhouse.
It's probably, the wall falls down. Shit.
Oh, I'm late for work.
I'm not healthy enough to be kicked.
How often do you take naps? How often do you take naps? First question.
If I'm on the road, I take them all the time. But if I'm at home, I never take them because I sleep super late.
And we're starting the podcast now.
And I'm starting. How many naps do you like?
So you take more naps on the road?
Just because I'm waking up at weird hours and I'm like traveling, then I'm like, I should sleep before the show. Yeah. But at home, I sleep till 1 or 2 in the afternoon or noon at least. So I don't really need a nap because I just woke up.
Yeah. So what time do you go to bed?
4 or 5.
But you're probably used to that now.
Oh yeah, that's how I've always been.
Yeah.
Since I was probably like 15 or 16. Yeah.
What was your last job you had?
Like job. I was a copywriter. Maybe
gag job.
Maybe 4 years ago. Yeah. I was a door guy at Mothership, but that was kind of comedy related. Right. But like job, probably 4 years ago, I was a copywriter, and then I would try to make a living doing stand up and just try to live on that. Yeah. So I would do open mics all day. Yep. and then maybe get to do some shitty bar shows, maybe one a night, so that I would make maybe $20 or $30 a night.
Yeah, that's enough.
And I would try to, well, for 6 or 7 months, I was living in my car. So that would basically get me gas. So I was truly barely surviving.
What does the day consist about living in your car? Because I see all the people under the bridge.
Yeah.
That live in their cars.
We'll wake up with the sun because it get too hot.
Of course.
Because a couple times I would try to sleep at Zilker Park, and they had a bridge there, but
They've got cots.
They would people would wake you up.
Yeah.
And then also if you park in the grass, I had a couple times where it would rain, and then now my home is stuck.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's like a true ordeal when
Yeah.
your whole livelihood is stuck in one place,
Yeah.
and you're like, what do I do now? Also, people would try to siphon my gas and shit.
Really?
That happened once, and they left the tube in, and I had to take it to some mechanic and beg him to take the tube out.
Hey, guess what? You got a tube now, though.
Tube now.
Free tube.
I know. Life hack. I said, welcome to hell, idiot. I have your
Life
little
hack.
tube.
You want to get a free tube? Live in your car.
Make your little gasket look very appealing.
Yeah.
And then when they stick the tube in, clench.
Yeah. You gotta have a little guy in there.
I'm on the other side.
Biting? I had a biting problem as a kid. I got in trouble for biting.
I would bite my uncle and everybody who dared.
I don't know. So I don't know another thing that we're similar in some way. What was why would you bite? Do you know why you would bite?
I think I thought it was funny,
Yeah.
and then I would bite too hard, and
Yeah.
people would flip the fuck out. And I was like, oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to do that.
I would bite out of rage.
So yeah, for me, it was always a gag.
Okay, it was a joke.
So
You were born joking. Came out of your mom, bit the doctor.
having a gas. I think we are similar, and that's interesting. So the method was the same, but
Yeah.
the
reason
reason behind it wasn't.
I was full of rage. I'm kind of like, are you an angry guy at all? Do you get like, are you ever like, ah?
No.
Because that's me in the morning sometimes. If I get an extension cord, is this relatable? I get an extension cord tangled around something like, ah.
Seems like you have a lot
day.
of cord related issues.
Well, I'm a handyman for work, and
Yeah.
I have several. Look,
It's a cord heavy economy. My God, you didn't tell me there'd be. Look at the size of this.
that
thing.
baby's been with me for a while.
That baby doing me for a while.
She's full grown.
Yeah. No
Don't
shit.
spook her.
No shit, Sherlock. That cord's hurting for her squirting.
Please don't say that about my extension cord.
Well, that's interesting that the method was the same.
I wish there was more liquid in there.
And the cord?
Yeah, and extension cords. I wish they're full of liquid. I wish electricity was more like liquid based.
Sure. You wish it was a little wetter.
Don't you?
Well, I guess I haven't thought of it like that.
Are you calling me stupid?
If lights could be wetter, I mean, would I deny them that? No, of course I want a wet light.
Well, Casey, think about it this way: if all you ever knew was wet electricity, we wouldn't even be having this
We
conversation.
wouldn't even be having this conversation.
So I'm right. You're wrong.
We'd be sitting in a wet hot tub full of electrical currents, and we'd be having the time of our life.
Well, no. So then, waters will shock you.
Water.
So what is the
The truth about water just might shock you.
what is the new water though? So if
What is the new water? 2025. What's the new water? Interviewing Trump. What's the new water?
losers,
Laser beams.
that's the only Trump I can do is losers.
Losers.
Big dumb stinky losers.
They try to deny water.
They tried it in Taiwan.
I'm making water hard.
I'm making water the new way. Honey,
The hard way.
honey, you're not going to believe it. Have you tried new water? Oh, it's full of electricity.
Oh, this is great. What is this? Oh, that's new water.
Remember new Pepsi?
I'm cleaning I have a chamois rag, and I'm cleaning a little cup.
Do you know the ShamWow guy is in Austin now?
I heard that.
He
I
has
heard
been-
he's been stopping by Mothership.
He's been at Kill Tony.
My God.
He signed up for Kill Tony, and then he's just around. I don't know
He's
what
doing
he's doing.
gigs? He's a comedian?
No, I think he's signing up. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, how are they not letting him
I
on
know, well,
the
that's
show?
because 2 weeks ago, I was just waiting, and then I was like, he's gonna go up, obviously.
Yeah.
And then they didn't call him. It's like, guys,
You got to call the ShamWow
you
guy.
got so many people. You're not gonna get the ShamWow guy on stage.
You're dropping the ball, and here's a spoiler. The ball's water.
Yeah. Or electricity.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know.
The
Maybe
ball's made out of electricity.
I think he ran out of money or something. The ShamWow money.
Well, he couldn't be going in a more unprofitable direction because stand-up comedy is truly the worst way to make
I
money,
know.
possibly in history. You only make money if
At
you're
the tippy
headlining.
top?
You're only making money when you headline.
Featuring, you don't make a lot of money featuring.
Well, yeah, I mean, if your best friend is
Yeah.
successful and can take you on the road 2 or
Yeah.
3 weekends a month,
Yeah.
you can make a living.
Do you have one best friend?
William Montgomery is one of my best friends.
Yep.
And then I have another best friend who I've known since I was a teenager named Pierce.
And you're still best friends.
And yeah, we're still best friends. We talk every day.
Do you say I love you?
No.
You say that to a lot of people?
I say that to a lot of people, but we don't say that. Because I don't know why that is. Maybe because we actually do love each other. Like there is like a real love there. Maybe it means more. Yeah. And we don't say it for that reason. I don't know.
That's fair.
Because I do say it to like a lot of people who I'm really good friends with.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I love you, dude. You know, good to see you.
Yeah.
And I like that that's becoming more common, telling your bros that you love them.
It is coming more. It is. I think it is.
It feels good.
I think it used to be like you would say a guy you loved him, he would punch you.
Yeah.
But now.
And you'd say it maybe once a year.
Yeah.
Maybe on Christmas.
And then you would like, well, that's my once a year. I can't say it again.
Huh. I should have took more time, prepared a better speech.
That didn't feel like, I love you.
I fucking love you, dude. Bye. You can finish the rest of those wings.
You can finish the rest of that. I love you. I couldn't possibly say another.
I couldn't have another bite.
I'm so full. I'm so full of I love you.
Yeah, it feels good to tell your boys that you love them on Christmas or any other day. It doesn't have to be Christmas. That's kind of why we're here.
Yeah.
Who do you love? Who's your best friend?
My best friend. My best friend is Blake Reed.
Yes.
We've been Yeah. You know.
I don't know him.
You know him? You love him. You love Blake?
Look, I don't know him as much as I love him.
Sometimes I love people more than I know them.
Sure, which is a conundrum because it's like, what do I even love about this motherfucker? I never even met him.
It's just it's a vibe.
I never even met him.
Well, there's like cartoon characters I love. You ever see Over the Garden Wall? That's what you got.
Talk about Over the Hedge. What poor
no.
mom.
Over the Hedge was like what the propaganda.
Yeah, that was
World War II propaganda.
Yeah, that was like about the Free State.
Yeah, the Free State of Jones. It was like a
Free State of Jonas. Yeah,
yeah, Free State of Jonas.
It was a reimagining of the Free State of Jonas, starring a rabbit and a hedgehog.
Yeah. No, my best friend since I have two best friends from growing up. Blake Reed. We've been best friends since the first day of kindergarten. He listens to this podcast too, and he always texts me, like, "Oh, bro, I was cracking up."
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. When someone says they listen, I'm like, why? It's hilarious. Are you still like? Do you ever have like imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
For like, what the hell just happened?
Absolutely. Yeah, I have a lot of. It's weird when someone from your other life creeps into this life because comedy, it's a different world.
Yeah, certainly.
You're surrounded by different people all the time. Most of the things you talk about it might not be comedy all the time, but it's always kind of comedy adjacent. It's always leading to something about stand up or something. It's our whole world revolves around this orbit. But so when someone from like high school goes, "Hey, I watched you do this," you're like, "I forgot you existed." Like, your world's colliding.
I had a whole life in high school.
Yeah, I didn't used to do stand up. What did I fucking do?
You've been doing stand up for what, 10 years?
Yeah. So I'm 30 and I've been doing it since I was 20. So 1/3 of my life, like I was a little kid. Yeah. And then I was doing drugs and then I was doing stand up. Yeah. So I had 3 stages of my life: childhood, partying all the time, being a little stinker, and then riffing my absolute dick and balls off. Yeah. For cash and profit.
What came first? The
cash or the profit?
Yeah, I don't know. Cash, sometimes you can be cash rich, but
house poor.
House poor. Dave Ramsey says that a lot.
He does. He loves saying house poor.
He loves saying he had $1 million, but he went bankrupt.
Yeah, he loves shit like that.
He loves talking about money.
And he goes, have you thought about your money lately?
He loves saying, like, let me see that dollar bill.
He goes, show me a little cash and I'll show you your future.
I'll show you a little skin.
I'll show you a little skin.
Dave Ramsey, he loves showing a little skin for cash.
Well, his books, not to spoil it, you haven't read it. It's Ramsey 1, Ramsey 2. There's 2. It's kind of like the King James Bible. And every page is him getting progressively more and more undressed. And there's a little pocket on the back to insert cash. Yeah. So.
Like, I'm supposed to get rich from this? I don't understand. You flip it. Oh, I put my money. It's a piggy bank.
Oh. Yeah, and at the end he goes, you know what? You keep it. You go, holy shit, there's $300 in here.
So wait, does he put the $300 in there? It's in there when you buy the book? Or
no, it's your money. It's just saving.
So he's just selling piggy banks, put their books.
He's just selling piglet banks.
Piglet banks.
Piglet bank.
Yeah. I do love a good... Not the... Oh, great. That's
the end? Did I just trigger the end of the episode?
No, yeah. That's what sucks about this podcast is sometimes guests accidentally push the end. Like, I gotta...
Camera just... Yeah,
all
my
the,
bad, dude.
all the,
It implodes on itself.
yeah,
I hit the self-destruct button.
It just that's
Shutting
what,
down
I don't-
data frame.
Okay, if you could, would you? If you, I don't know if you'd have to pay for this experience or like it just, you can have it, but like. Do you want the experience of falling into a black hole? Like you live.
Well, I just watched Interstellar in IMAX on
God.
Tuesday, so I'm fresh off an experience of, frankly, being as close to a black hole as I've ever came. And, coming black hole came. So sexy. I think I would.
Yeah.
Because your molecules would be completely decimated. That's
Yeah.
what scientists say. They'd be totally full frontaled.
Yep.
And I don't think it would hurt. I think
Yeah.
you would just become a different state of matter.
Yeah.
Right?
But does consciousness go away?
Well, is a black hole so intense, that it sucks your soul away, too?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Could you believe there's a soul inside of all of us?
I do, but I have a bit of a different theory where if someone was going to shoot me, I would say shoot me in the heart, don't shoot me in the head.
Yeah.
Because I want to get all those good endorphin, all that DMT releasing in my brain.
Yeah.
So
One
it's like, don't shoot up there.
Truly an addict response.
I know. Don't shoot up there.
Please let me get high one more time.
You can shoot me like 100 times right here, but don't shoot me even once here.
That's truly getting high on your own supply.
Yes. My body's going to release so much fent.
My body, my choice.
How you get acid flashbacks, but I just have a bunch of fent in my spine.
Yeah, everyone says it's DMT that gets released, but it's really just fentanyl.
It's just fent. Well, that's the big sleep. That's why they call it the big sleep.
Have you done fentanyl?
Oh, absolutely.
I haven't tried it.
I was addicted to fentanyl for a period of time, and there's nothing quite like a good amount of fent, especially around the holidays when you're asking for a little cash.
Yeah.
Because it gets to be Christmas and your family goes, "What do you want?" And you go, "Call me crazy. I think I want a little bit of cash."
Yeah. Is this weird? I don't really want stuff.
I'm not really into material stuff anymore.
I'm kind of a minimalist now.
So I just went like a couple $100.
It's for groceries. It's for groceries.
It's for groceries. And do you have any clean rigs?
But fentanyl's only been around for when did fentanyl,
5 years, maybe.
When did fentanyl hit the scene?
Well, so it started maybe 2010. It started like leaking out pharmaceuticals. So like people would have fent patches like at my high school. Like I remember hearing like some people would have like fent patches. I never got it back then. It was basically you could only get it in patches, and it was something they gave to like cancer patients. Right. Like end of life care. Yeah. But then from that, at some point, probably 2015, 2016, Obama. No, I have no clue. But I'm also a Democrat, but we can talk about it later. But
Blame Obama.
I'll blame Obama's. Yeah, it started becoming on the street, and then it just really took off. Yeah, I'd say probably 2015. Yeah. 2016. That's when I started hearing about it.
And now it's out of control.
Now it's out of control. All the heroin has it.
You can't even get heroin anymore.
No, it's mostly fent. Yeah. There is, like, you can get, tar, but it all has fent in it.
Yeah. I saw today someone posted on their Instagram story. They're like a nurse or whatever. Yeah. But they posted on their story, just for the first time in 6 years, I finally administered medical cocaine to someone. But then the picture on their story, I know, crazy. But then
just lines on a silver tray.
You're gonna have to it's for like nosebleeds and stuff apparently. But then their picture was like morphine sulfate, like in like little tubes. I guess you inject it. Wow. But I'm like, that looks so good.
Oh, that seems incredible. Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, I had a friend, and he had a loved one pass away from cancer, and they were living in their house. And they left behind a ton of morphine and Dilaudid, and we had the best summer of our lives.
Of course.
It was so great.
How much?
Like, bottles and bottles and bottles. Oh. And then by the end of the summer, it was over, and we were like...
all addicted.
Yeah, we were just full-blown addicted
withdrawal.
to morphine. You're like, I actually don't feel so good.
That was fun, but I'm going through opiate withdrawal now.
I think I don't feel so good, dude. Yeah. That was literally what we were just kind of ignorant, and we were like... Do you feel sick? He's like, yeah.
So you just weren't aware that opiate withdrawal would happen.
Yeah, well, I guess I just didn't understand the time frame. Yeah, like how long that took, but it only takes a couple of weeks
to get it like physically addicted.
Mm-hmm. Heroin is much shorter. It's like 4 or 5 days.
That's crazy.
And you'll be and then the longer it goes on, obviously the worse. Yeah. But with the pills, it takes a couple of weeks. Yeah. Of like doing a bunch of them.
I've only ever had like 30 oxys at a time. They're like 5 milligrams. So
yeah,
I gotta take like
that probably wouldn't be enough.
No, I never. Yeah, but whenever I've relapsed, it's always I'm like a binger, and then I'm like I hate this.
Yeah.
and then I come back out of it right as rain.
I'm the same way.
I always have such a good attitude when I come out of a relapse. I'm like I'm changing everything.
I'm getting a haircut.
I'm getting a haircut. I'm never doing that again.
I'm the same. When I was younger, I would just keep it going.
Yeah.
And then because I was so scared of, I don't even know,
Yeah.
just life in general. But yeah, every relapse into adulthood, it's always been a couple good hard weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm a changed man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I get older, they're significantly worse too.
Yeah,
the recovery
much
time's
worse
like,
and much shorter.
oh, it's terrible.
I'll get totally conked out for
Yeah.
4 days,
Yeah.
and I'll go, I'm going to church.
I'm going to church. I'm going to start a church.
I'm going to start a church, and it's based on cash.
Yeah,
It's cash only.
cash for clunkers.
Cash.
Bring your car to church this Sunday. Bring your car to church work day. No, bring your work to church day. Hold on. Bring your car to church day.
Bring your laptops. We're all going to do a little bit of work during the sermon.
Bring your work to church day.
Bring your church to work day.
Hey, everyone's always saying bring your kid to work day. Why don't we bring the work to kids? Bring the work to your kids day.
Have your kid build a house for once. He's not doing anything.
Little Timmy, you got the hammer now.
Take this hammer. That's so funny. You said that. I was about to say hammer too. Damn. We're on the same riff.
What was your second tool?
Besides my hammer?
Yeah. What's like okay, in your mind, you jumped to hammer right away. What was the second in the Rolodex of
Ranch.
tools? Ranch?
Wrench.
The dip?
Wrench.
You think ranch is a tool?
I love. That's interesting. So let's kind of expand upon that.
Casey, that's weird you say that. I'm kind of a ranch guy myself.
Huh, funny you say that. So to you and your culture, ranch is a tool.
In mine, ranch is like pizza's the tool to deliver the ranch.
Ranch is a conduit.
Yeah.
Pizza's the the Methodist.
You're saying ranch is electrically charged because it's a
Well, it's ionized. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It can.
To you, what does it mean to you?
It can melt magnets.
No. Don't say that. Not now.
Not like this.
Not after New Year's Eve.
Not after all that happened on New Year's Eve. Please, we're all changed for the better.
Yeah.
I went to Alamo Draft House, a wonderful movie theater here in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
I live in the zip code 78756. There's a lot of probably 1,000 houses in that zip code.
This is where we differ. I'm 787. I forget. 787 541.
far away. 787 far away. Oh, okay. I haven't heard of that one.
Far away. Well, it's quite a drive to get there, honestly.
It takes a while, and do you ever really get where you're going?
People say it's not about the destination. It's about walk a mile in my gopher shoes.
It's not about the destination. It's about the ranch.
We call it, oh, fuck.
So I went to Alamo, and I'm looking at the tasty menu. They have such tasty foods. I don't keep this short, but I was getting, I won't harp on this all night, but
Yeah.
I got a delicious popcorn, and it was spicy ranch seasoning.
No way.
And they serving this at the movie theaters now. Can you believe some of the stuff the government's been doing? It's so good. I took some home in a to-go box. Isn't that psychotic? I said, "Do you have a to-go box?" And I put some, and I brought it home.
Okay. Think about you think little baby Casey. Think of little baby Casey.
Baby.
Do you think he would
Be proud?
Yeah, you think he'd be proud of the man you are today, specifically the popcorn thing.
The popcorn thing. I think he would know where I'm coming from. I think he would know I'm going through a hard time, and
Yeah.
I think he would look at me and he would go, "You do you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were a child, what was the job you wanted to have?
I think honestly, baby Casey would look at me now and he would go, "Baseball,"
Yeah.
because he just doesn't know much.
Professional
else.
baseball?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I remember telling my dad that I had 3 goals for jobs. I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I wanted to be a ghost hunter.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to, I think, hunt Bigfoot or
Yeah.
something. And he was like, "How about you stick with the first one?"
You could you could really combine those into one.
Well, sure. You could be, I could wear Bigfoot stuff and kind of use the baseball as a mechanism to get more famous, to kind of promote my Bigfoot hunting.
And then have a ghost YouTube channel.
Yeah, have a ghost channel.
That's what's crazy about YouTube is there's so many TV shows now that they have so many what was that? Is that where'd you learn that? How did you what I don't understand because I can't do that. Hold on, wait, you gotta explain it a little bit. Don't keep doing it. This is like a guy that's like, "Oh, teach me how to do that," but he just keeps doing the same thing. Yeah.
I don't really.
Is that something you like? Pick? Okay, we don't have to talk about it.
It's making me so sad.
Sick? Oh, I thought it was making you sick.
It's making me sicker by the day.
Each time I do it, it kind of degrades my life.
Well, they say doctors say you get 100 like a year.
Well, stop doing it.
I think I'm already up to 50.
We get one I love you a year, and we get 100.
Get 100.
Yeah.
So you tell me, you do the math.
I
how
do.
many have I done?
Do you love this on stage? I've been doing this lately, just like doing that on stage
Like
sometimes.
with your like putting your mouth on
yeah,
the mic.
I do love.
I have done that.
I do like a set that's very heavy in like sound effects.
Trust me, I love a good like.
Yeah.
Like.
Audiences love it too.
Yeah.
A parachute?
Yeah.
Was that a parachute?
That was a parachute, and then also like I'm ripping stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I was meaning to talk to you about this. I smelled this maybe 5 minutes ago. I smell like Mexican food.
All my neighbors. There's a lot. This is a very.
It's the mic though.
Is it?
Yeah, I went like I smelled it for a laugh, and I didn't bring it up. Like some laughs are just for you.
The mic.
The mic
Smells like Mexican.
of mics and men.
Here, take that foam thing off.
No.
Just pull it off.
So you can smell it.
Yeah.
I hate
That sound?
I hated that sound.
It does.
It smelled like Mexican.
I think it's because I record. This is my apartment. It's not a fancy studio.
Do you normally sit there or here?
Is this funny?
It's not that
nose?
funny. It is kind of cracking my shit.
I usually sit here.
Okay, so I mean, I hate that sound. It's just as simple as you had a guest on who'd been eating some Mexican food. It's that simple.
Oh no, I did have a guest. It was a plate of Mexican food.
You just interviewed some refried beans.
Well, no, it was the Speedy Gonzalez from El Vaquero in Columbus, Ohio. He flew in for the weekend. I had him on the show. Yeah, spit take?
That Speedy Gonzalez?
No.
Oh, the one from Columbus.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the little one with the little hat.
You haven't asked me a single question about Ohio the whole time I've been here.
Ohio. What's it mean to you? And why now?
Family.
Family. Hardship.
Growth.
Growth.
Maturation.
Maturation.
If you were a plant, which one would it be?
What plant?
Yeah, there's a lot to pick from, so pick one.
Not stoked about that town. What kind of plant? Maybe Anderson's dollop, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Me too.
So that's one of the newer ones.
Yeah.
They say they find a plant every day or something. So
Well, the Amazon, I don't know. I feel like there's plants in the animals and plants in the Amazon they have not found.
they have not found them, and they probably, if my research holds up, they never will.
Are you
Researching?
Yeah. I don't know.
More and more, yeah.
When you do research, is it like primary sources or secondary sources? Do you go to the library?
I keep it, I keep most of it justified. I try to, for every dollar I make, 25% of it, so it's like
goes to research.
It goes to hiding some of these plants.
Yeah.
If I have a buddy, Brian Tommy, I'll just mail him. I won't fly him.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to mail. But I'll mail him down in the Amazon, and I'll give him just a couple tarps, and I'll say, cover anything that looks weird.
Yeah. Cover the plant that looks weird.
Cover it up.
I do like
so people can't find it.
Oh, so now it's just yours.
Yeah.
So
yeah, basically.
I feel like if you were an extravagant billionaire, not to be confused with like a messy billionaire, extravagantly wealthy, luxurious billionaire.
Sure.
Because there's the levels of billionaire. There's messy, cluttered,
extravagant, a little outrageous.
Yeah.
Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
Nice tall.
And the last one, guy who turned himself into a T-Rex.
Dinosaur bones.
Dinosaur bone billionaire. But if you were a billionaire, I bet you would have like rare, a whole wing of your house that's rare plants.
Rare plants. Yeah. And I go, oh, don't touch that one.
Don't touch. Yeah, you can touch that one. Don't touch that one.
Don't touch that one. That'll make you infertile.
That one bites.
That one bites, and it actually is. Oh, that one's actually having kids.
Look at it. Look at it. It's having kids.
Oh my God, it's having pups.
Oh my God. A 17 pup litter. That's a huge litter. I was a lot. You know what? I was more scared would happen as an adult. As a kid. Beetlejuice, I thought would be a more common occurrence when I was a child, and it's not happened once. Not a single time has Beetlejuice presented itself. Beetlejuice is. I've been waiting a long time.
I've been waiting a lifetime for Beetlejuice.
This is me. The second Beetlejuice finally enters my life, it's a dark room. Beetlejuice comes in. I flickering a light, but I'm a skeleton. I've been up all night.
You've been up all night, and then in the process, you pass.
Yeah.
That's so sad. And you can only, they say when you die, researchers say that the one thing most people see, like 75% of people see when they die is, well, one, their kids, and then two, Beetlejuice.
Yes. Beetlejuice, that's really what I'm looking forward to death, is finally seeing the true form of
Finally
Beetlejuice.
getting it. Hey, how's it going?
But I was really more scared there'd be more like what are those plants that eat, like have the big
Venus fly.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more Venus flytraps as an adult.
They're only seen. They're only seen. They're in parts of North Carolina for some reason. There's some thinking, and this is legitimate, that they might have come from a comet, because people think that they might be like extraterrestrial life, because they're like, what the fuck is this?
Why does this plant eat stuff?
Why does it eat stuff? It eats flies and also other critters.
And it's also in Mario.
It's in Mario. Ooh, I hate that motherfucker.
What about Luigi?
Luigi, I like him.
Wario?
Like his cut of his jib.
Waluigi?
Wall of Ouija.
Yeah, so
Wall of Ouija board.
please don't pay attention to my Waluigi. I just had it installed.
All the little things are moving, all the little chakras. Wall of Ouija, he gets a pass because he's friends with Luigi.
The big stone that squishes everyone.
The Philosopher's Stone. Nah, I hate it. Want it dead.
Okay, just like a penny on the sidewalk.
Good for cash, keeping it in the glove box, but never spending it.
A bumble. Okay, but like it's springtime.
Go on.
And you're doing work at someone's house, and they have some freshly blooming flowers. Bumblebees everywhere. Do you go up to the bumblebees and pet them?
Pet him with a tennis racket. Tee
No!
off. Tee off.
That pisses the other ones off.
Sayonara, Conrad. Sayonara, comrade.
Did you name the bee Conrad?
Sayonara, Conrad Fagan.
Shout out Conrad Fagan.
Shout out deep cut Austin comedian Conrad Fagan.
Had a baby. He has
Had
a
a
baby.
baby.
Shout out baby. I don't like that. I wanted this.
Congrats on the baby. And here's to 100 more years of success.
Here's to 100 more years of baby.
That baby gonna be old.
This is what I've done a lot of work out of people's houses, outside of people's houses before.
Inside, outside.
Living,
Keep it in the family.
keep it living la vida in the family. Walk an inch in my shoes.
Ohana means family, and it also means the N word. So be careful who you say it around.
It's really the inflection you say it in.
Yes.
So don't say it in Japan, because
Don't say it in Japan. It only means the N word in Japan. So
but if you say it in the forest, can anyone hear it?
that is so true, and the trees can, and the bees can.
So the bees, like the bumblebees, I've noticed on like springtime when there's shut down. Fuck. Someone, hey, can we get the big key to put in Casey's back to wind him back up? But bees, you can, while they're like pollinating flowers and stuff, you can pet them.
Really?
Yeah, they don't care.
They just don't give a rat's ass about anything.
Well, they're really focused on their work. That's what I like about bumblebees, is they have a good work ethic.
Well, they live to work. Yeah, they're worker bees, right?
I don't know. Well, you've got carpenter bees.
I've never seen it for myself.
One of my favorite jokes in Atlanta, I don't know if you probably don't know, Yugansh Malik, he has a joke about, someone says something about carpenter bees. He's like, I don't care what he does for work. It's such a good joke.
That is funny.
Such a good joke. That's the kind of comedy I love, like giving animals occupations.
Yes, it's a very niche, but when done correctly, I'm giving them cash. I'm slipping a little money in that back pocket like it's graduation
bee?
day of the comedian who wrote
Oh,
the joke.
yeah. Not
But
the
I'd
bee.
have to make the cash a lot smaller for the bee, and I just honestly I don't have time.
What if you did have the time?
If I had the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
like in a perfect world, and I could make little dollar bills for bees.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no chance I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not do that.
I just love
I
the
think I would.
I love the personification of
Bee,
bee, worm, dog.
worm with hat. My mom was a horse trainer, so I spent most of my childhood just waiting around on the farm and not having anything to do or look at. And there was an old tennis racket, and I would just beat the shit out of bees.
Oh, so this came from a place of truth.
Yeah, every riff does. There's an inkling of truth to all of it.
Yeah.
But the bees would fly out of wherever their bee house is, and I would just sit there and I'd go,
Yeah.
and they would do, they'd take off.
You think they learn eventually?
Ta-ta.
So it wouldn't kill them.
Well, sometimes, but most of the time I had such quick, and that's a perfect thing to hit with because there's no drag
Yeah.
force. So I'd tee off on them, and they would fucking gagoosh.
I like to think some of those bees, you hit hard enough, they kept going.
Kept going. Their wings are spinning, so they're helping the centrifugal motion.
And they get caught in like the gravitational pull of the Earth.
And then it's actually a big problem for the international space.
Bees in Space.
Damn.
That'd be a good movie, Bees in Space.
Bees in Space, brought to you by PBX.
Not to be confused with PBS.
PBX is kind of like, was pro bull riding, but it's sponsored by the government.
That stinks.
That sucks.
Government, that takes us back to what we were talking about earlier. The government has their
Government's doing
grubby
some of this stuff.
little paws in every last thing we like to do.
Well, why are they even funding it? Like, they would ride for free, you know what I mean?
Because the bull riders, who has more passion for the bull riding, the bull or the
rider? That's the ultimate question. Yeah, that's a real chicken or the egg. First of all, great question.
Yeah.
Second of all, happy to think about a bull smiling because he goes, I'm being ridden so hard right now.
I'm just doing what I love.
I love to buck.
Yeah.
I love to buck. I love to kick up mud.
Yeah. I have to go to Black Rabbit actually, so this is perfect timing.
Well, it's actually that time of night again.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Thanks for coming on the show, Casey. I hope you had a fabulous time.
So fun. I was happy to be here. I'm happy we finally did this.
Finally, after all these back and forths.
I am going back on tour, CaseyRocketComedy.com.
Yeah.
I have 30 cities on the books, and I hope to see you soon.
Go see him. And also promote that book you just wrote.
Oh, yes. Well, it's called Mr. Tyler's Discovery. And it's an audiobook for now, but I'm looking to do a GoFundMe. I'm trying to do a GoFundMe. It's not set up yet to get it fully printed out, and you can have one per family.
Yeah.
So
If you don't buy it, Casey will be financially ruined.
I will be ruined. I've invested a lot of money into getting someone to write this for me.
And I myself, $1.
$1.
All right, everyone. I love you so much.